one match, one lighter, one spark could result in us going up in flames. On the 5th of May this year, when I woke up in the morning, I didn't ever conceive of some of the emotions and feelings that I would have to contend with at the end of my duty. My officers and I were involved in patrolling a relatively routine operation involving some vehicles, a gathering of people, and a relatively peaceful protest of individuals in Canvey Island. What transpired after an arrest attempt to take one of those individuals off the road, off an illegal motorcycle, a motorcycle that had been driven dangerously up the wrong side of the road at other road users, will always remain with me. And I know that I speak on behalf of all 7 officers who, at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, found themselves being doused in petrol by an individual with a watering can full of the stuff. It'll stay with us a long time. It's not the physical effects of feeling the burning on your arms or the stinging in your eyes. That all passes fairly quickly. It's the fact that now every situation that I attend operationally, there will be a thought in the back of my mind that takes me back to that moment where somebody shouted, "Petrol, petrol, petrol." I was hearing them shout, "Light them up."
It wasn't until the smell kind of hit us that everyone realised what that actually was.
Initially it just felt like stinging. You could feel like tingling sort of all down my front where the petrol had gone.
And then obviously you've got people shouting petrol, petrol, because obviously we had officers with taser there. There's obviously the consideration for the tasers could spark and ignite the petrol. The 8 of us were now covered in petrol.
You all right?
We still had this chap on the floor that we needed to restrain. Still had a crowd that needed to be kind of controlled. And obviously we still had the chap who had just poured petrol on us. We didn't know where he was or if he was now going to try and set us on fire.
So this case has been and could well be the biggest case of my career. To have 8 victim police officers needing the help of other officers because of such an attack is completely unprecedented. It's crazy to think that, you know, on a Monday I could have been sharing the corridors with these people, having a joke and a laugh, and then the following day they're a victim of crime and desperately needing my help and the help of other people.
The psychological impact of being covered in petrol from behind, in your face, from the side, on a day when we're just trying to do our job and keep people safe. What makes me most proud is that not one of those officers who was doused in petrol missed one day's work as a result of it. They came back with fortitude, with conviction and with dedication, because they don't do the job for themselves, they do the job for the public.
When the news broke that 8 Essex police officers were attacked in such a horrendous way, it sent shockwaves through our force. I felt it just like everybody else. The officers were out protecting the public and doing their duty. Their response, their restraint and their bravery was first class. Officers know they will have to face danger and confrontation, but this does not mean it is acceptable. I am pleased that the courts today have recognised this by imprisoning Justin Jackson for his crime. It was no surprise to me that all of the officers carried on their shifts that night and ever since. But I know they will still be feeling the emotional effects from that day, and we will continue to support them. I want to thank them on behalf of the whole force and the people of Essex for their determination and their courage. They are a true testament to what British policing is all about. No officer should ever get attacked for doing their job, protecting and serving our communities to keep them safe. I know that we have the support of the public in doing this, and officers and staff know they have my support. I do though want to make it clear, if you assault police officers or staff, we will pursue you relentlessly within the law to ensure that you face justice, just like Justin Jackson has today.